I want to welcome you back to Black Site, and tonight we're going to talk about a wild rumor. Stephen A. Smith allegedly is dating Molly Qerim, Jalen Rose's ex-wife. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. There is a wild rumor out there that Stephen A. Smith is now dating Molly Qerim, Jalen Rose's ex-wife. If you didn't know who Jalen Rose is, he's a former basketball player, formerly with the Indiana Pacers and several other teams in the NBA. And he has worked for ESPN for almost a decade. Him and Molly Qerim started dating back in 2016, 2017, and they finally got married. They were married for approximately 2 years. But all three of these individuals are colleagues. Jalen Rose used to come on First Take and talk about basketball and certain other issues. But it seemed like Jalen Rose and Molly Qerim had a great relationship. But we found out, I guess, a few days ago that they had separated. And they possibly had separated several months ago, and they're going through a divorce. But now, Stephen A. Smith has now stepped in. And now he's going after Jalen Rose's wife. I had heard in the past that Jalen Rose had stole Molly Qerim from Stephen A. Smith. But now that their relationship has dissolved, Stephen A. Smith, who is the most powerful person at ESPN right now, who basically makes about $12 million a year, has stepped in and taken this woman, Molly Qerim, who is probably one of the most annoying women on sports TV right now. She's beautiful, she's attractive, but annoying as hell. And Stephen A. Smith dating her shows me one thing: that Molly Qerim will always date the man who has the most power. And that's what she's doing if this is truly happening at ESPN. Can you imagine the talk that's going around at ESPN? Can you imagine the words that's being said behind the cooler over at ESPN because of this relationship that has started or has been rekindled after her leaving Jalen Rose? To me, it's certain things that you don't do and colleagues should not do. You should not start relationships at work, especially if another colleague was dating her. There is going to be some kind of tension at ESPN if Stephen A. Smith is really getting it on or smashing Molly Qerim. And I wonder how those two, because it always seemed like Jalen Rose and Stephen A. Smith had that, because Stephen A. Smith loves basketball. That's his main sport. And he always wanted to be a Jalen Rose, who was a professional basketball player. And you know that Stephen A., nobody steals the screen like Stephen A. Smith. And this right here could be Molly Qerim's way of getting back at Jalen Rose. Having to look at the man every day that she is dating, and that the man she is dating right now is the most powerful person over at ESPN. And I could hear Jalen Rose, but Jalen Rose is the kind of brother, went to Michigan, played there, grew up on the streets of Detroit. He's that type of brother who will give her that side eye and possibly say, hey, man, you can have her. She from the streets. And Molly's got a reputation with professional athletes. But Molly, I'm telling you right now, is that type of woman who will climb the stair steps to power, and she'll use any man that she can find. And Stephen A. Smith is that right man. We have heard nothing on Twitter, nothing on Instagram denying this relationship. And that's what you would like to hear. Where is, anyone denying the relationship? And you heard nothing. Because you always hear these relationships when they're separating, they all are amicable. And you heard that from Jalen Rose and Molly Qerim in their statement. Stephen A. Smith snitch makes me sick. Because there is no way I would get involved with Molly Qerim. Just out of respect for Jalen Rose. If she wants to date somebody inside ESPN, let it be somebody else. Let her go outside the house and get someone else. Because this does not look right. It does not look right for ESPN, which has gone through so much turmoil over the past year, that you would have these two match together. And we have to watch both of them every day if you happen to watch First Take. And you can always see who has the power. And that's what Molly Qerim seeks in a man. Oh man, this is some cold stuff going on right here. This is a woman who wastes no time when it comes to getting a man, and wastes no time in letting Jalen Rose know, I can have damn near any man I want that's more powerful than you are in sports entertainment. And you know Stephen A. Snitch, he obliged her instead of telling her, I ain't doing this. I'm not getting involved with you. You know, this brother is my colleague. I respect him as a man, and I would not do this. But Stephen A. could have been wanting her all that time. And remember, allegedly, Jalen Rose took her away from Stephen A. Smith. I want to thank you for listening to this quick take on Black Side. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.